I'm gonna tell you something. Kodak is the GOAT, and I was watching that video and I was thinking to myself, man, do people realize how dope Kodak Black is, yo? Not just as a personality, but as a rapper, as an artist. Like the thing that warmed my heart the most, and I know, these true hip hop heads be like, man, you talk about Kodak Black. I look at Kodak Black the same way I look at Kendrick Lamar. I'm not even joking. I feel like they're both two different levels of prolific. And they're telling like similar stories just from different places. They're just two different versions of the same kid from the hood.
Yeah, man. So Uncle Charlamagne, he had some words about Kendrick Lamar and Kodak. He was saying that he feel like they the same. He feel like they the same playing field. He look at them the same. He value them the same way, right? People really wasn't trying to hear that shit on the internet though, man. And I just thought it was crazy because in my personal opinion, I actually agree with Charlamagne. See, a lot of people, they want to just pull up numbers. We know that Kendrick Lamar is going to sell triple, quadruple what Kodak Black sells, right? But Kodak Black is like a Chief Keef. Like Chief Keef, he's very important to the culture. He never really quite sold the records that people wanted him to sell. But the reason that his career has lasted so long is because everybody respects him. They respect his artistry. They respect his craft. He's important to the culture. He's a trendsetter. He's still going to keep a banger. He's consistent. His story is authentic. And that's where I think that Kendrick and Kodak Black, that's what they share. Both are very authentic. We know that their stories are authentic. We know that they both come from the streets. They're both the same sign. And to me, what I think Charlamagne was trying to say is that they're just as important to the culture, the same, in the same way. Now, the backgrounds may be different. Not even the backgrounds necessarily. The route that they took is different. But at the end of the day, they still fall under the umbrella of hip hop, in my personal opinion. So yeah, Kendrick Lamar might be, the good kid in the mad city, but Kodak Black, which to his point, Kodak Black has already said in an interview where they asked him about working with Kendrick, he said, yo, we actually got a lot more in common than we don't. So I can understand the comparison. See, we gotta break down the walls when we having this conversation, man. It don't always have to be like, oh, well, he's mainstream and he's street. They not the same. They both are equally as appreciated. They both are equally celebrated within the realm of hip hop. And that's all I think Charlamagne was trying to say. They just do things different ways though. But it's still the same in a way. Like we all know Kendrick, he's always going to come with something that's trying to teach us a lesson, thought-provoking. But Kodak Black, he going to do the same as well. Don't get me wrong. He going to give you a club banger because that's what his lane entails. That's what it demands. But at the same time, he done gave us those Dying to Lives. You know what I mean? Those albums. Lil Big Pop, where he's speaking truth on there and shit. He's just saying his perspective of life from a street nigga. Where Kendrick Lamar is giving his perspective on his first album, well, his first mainstream album, not Section 80, but Good Kid, Mad City, of life of a nigga that come from the street, but he ain't necessarily a street nigga. Then he gives you the depressions of being on the road while people are dying at home. Then he gives you what it's like now on the last album, being a family man, family trauma. He's giving you those aspects of life the same way Kodak Black is telling you his story, his aspects of life, being in prison, coming from the streets, not having a father at home. Like he gives his details too. So I think they really are one and the same. They're more alike than what people would like to say. I do agree with Charlamagne. I think that's a good take where he's saying that they have a lot in common, but that's why he looks at them the same and they're both just as relevant for the culture. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think that Charlamagne is a little off, or do y'all agree with his point? Can you see his point? Y'all let me know down below. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. And we out, baby.
Our Daddy Channel. Subscribe for Daddy Channel.